Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. What's today? Happy Thursday, October 3rd, guys. Good morning, good morning. As y'all can see, I still ain't found my earrings or the iron. It's all good. We just gonna go as we are, right? Because I got some things to do today. My first full day, my first full night here, right? Alright, it's time to get on with it, right? I got some things done yesterday. Like I told you, I found the legs and the things like that. I got my tables and chairs and stuff up, the TV going. I found the remote control, yay. And, yeah, I'm getting it together. How y'all doing this morning? Hey, I feel good. How about y'all? I got a couple of downloads this morning, but they're not really right up in the forefront right now. But I did pick up on some energy. Okay. No, wait. No, it'll come through. All right. Spirit, what's the message? Because there was a, when I'm doing my hair and stuff, and when I'm cleaning, it's like a constant going. So, but I usually look at it as Spirit showing me some things. And if it comes out in the reading, then I'll bring it up, right? Because everything that I get shown, I don't come on here, you know what I'm saying? Because that's Spirit talking to me, showing me shit, right? This is for my purpose, for my spiritual growth, right? For my advantage, thank you. And whatever I share with you guys, what I share with you guys, I don't share everything because I'm not supposed to, right? I'm clear that even though I'm reading these cards and this is a general reading, I'm very clear that my energy's in this mix as well, right? So I have to use my own discernment. Thank you, Spirit. Listen, man holding the corn in a storm warning. This could be a earth sign that could be going through some kind of tower at this moment. Something being dismantled, okay, in someone's life. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Spirit, what's the message? You ain't gotta love me, I love myself. So folks, you feeling like folks ain't gotta, even like you know what I'm saying, because you like yourself, and that's where they got it fucked up, right? They didn't expect you to be in love, to love yourself. And let me tell you something. That's what I be talking. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. If you are not in a higher vibration for yourself, you're susceptible to all the enemy's attacks. It's like, and then the other pieces too, right? I know this is how I know God is moving, right, in my life. Because if you haven't done anything and you're being attacked, don't worry about it. You may feel some side effects. You may see some delays in your life. But you just stay where you're at. And when you do come through those places where there's obstacles and delays and shit, you go to God. Don't try to push forward. Don't listen. Let Him do it. Watch Him. That's what He wants you to do. He wants you to trust Him. Not on your own understanding. You ain't got to do shit. Call on Him. Father, I don't know what's going on here, but move it out my way. And watch Him. People, places, and things. Listen. Damn, they took it right out my mouth. People's envy. And let me tell you something. And it's all about how you carry yourself. How you depend on God. They don't believe. They don't believe there's a source that's greater than them. They think that their actions and power is enough to get them through. They got a rude awakening coming. Somebody's about to find out that they are not fucking God. That everything they do has got a consequence to it. Why God let you keep, digging that hole for yourself? Because listen, you already know you're digging a hole for somebody else. You might as well dig too. Even if the person deserved it, you still getting in one too. Because you know why? Because you're trying to play God. Even if they deserved it, you're trying to play God. Let God do it. Get out His way. You're only creating drama and trauma for yourself. Y'all got to understand, what you think up here is what you manifest in your own life. Y'all, how come you don't get that shit? It's you're shitting on yourself. You're pissing on yourself. Because of how you feel about another person. You still don't believe it? Watch. God gonna get your attention. He gonna let you know something. Because I done told you who's in charge. I done told you who's above all. Now what you're thinking, that's one thing. But when you start taking action, come on now. You're gonna get in trouble for the thoughts. But the actions is gonna get your ass whooping. Spirit, what's the message? Y'all gonna find out. God said you ain't doing my job. I didn't send you down here to do my job. Door of the Spirit. Come on now. Somebody could be 32 years old. Somebody could be 23 years old. You better recognize. Y'all get out here on this planet and y'all think y'all can do whatever the fuck you want to do. And ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Shit, I beg to differ. Because you've been getting away with it for so long, right? And you overlooked the red flags and the obstacles and the troubles that came into your life. You didn't put two and two together. Maybe it's about something I did, right? No, you just went harder. Because you really think you're in control. And whoever you fucking with that's playing magic or trying to hurt somebody, trying to rob somebody, trying to sneak up on somebody, giving people's addresses and shit out, all that. Expect it. Expect to have your shit kicked in. Expect to get robbed, nigga. Expect that shit. Expect to lose your fucking job. Expect to lose everything you wanted for somebody else. Expect it. Expect hardships. Expect blockages. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Envious of your light. Look at that. This is your light out there. And this is how this person envious of your light and your spirituality. The 20th, you already know. 20 could be significant. Listen, somebody's envious of the way that God favors you. God favors anybody that's righteous. God favors anybody that's living a righteous life. And I'm not saying that people got to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to have a perfect fucking heart. Period. What's this message? The thinking man. Come on, Spirit. This is too many. Door to personal value. This is you. You know who you are. You clear. You real clear. 46 could be significant. 34 could be significant. Yeah. You know, door to personal healing and happiness. That's where you are. You're claiming your destiny. You're claiming your personal inheritance, right? God said, and Jesus also, well, they just one and the same. Follow me, right? Do as I do. Do not have a hardened heart. Do not go out here and intentionally. Matter of fact, don't even think about envying what somebody else has. All you got to do is surrender and ask God, what do you need me to do? Have a good heart. Love people. Love humanity. Try to bring us up. Try to elevate humanity. When you out here in that South Node energy and all you want to do is run, rob, steal, cheat, get high, all that shit, is because you don't want to heal. You feel more comfortable in the fucking dark. And it's okay because we all got a purpose. Indecision. Somebody could be indecisive about taking a new path in their life, right? Yeah, it's about time. Because now people are really seeing that what they was out here doing and what they was out here saying, people are seeing that shit manifest in their own life. I don't give a shit if they lying and listen, I see it in the spirit. You're fucking suffering. Your ego and your pride done got too big and now you're hiding. But that ain't stop you from keeping running your fucking mouth. That ain't stop you keep spending money on those spiritualists. That ain't stop you from saying shit and burning candles and shit. That ain't stop you from doing none of that shit. Right? Because you think you can make it because it worked in the past, right? It was a trap. It was a setup. God let you hang yourself. Gave you enough rope, right? Enough rope. And now you about to be dealt with. Now you about to speak to your parent. Your daddy finna come home. Remember when your mama called and told your daddy what you did, and he said, as soon as I get home, I'm going to tear that ass up? Get ready. Because when your mama couldn't handle you, she sure turned it over to daddy. Huh? Spirit, what's the message? Surrender to God. That's right. And he will handle it for you. You don't want to call judgment on nobody's life because you don't know what the fuck you doing, right? You want to see something happen to somebody so bad because you're fucking hurt. Go heal. Go talk to somebody. And ask somebody, how do I get beyond this point? Spirit, what's this message? Spirit says somebody, remember when I said that somebody shitting on themselves? Spirit says somebody smell like shit. I'm just saying that's what I heard. Somebody can literally smell like poop. Spirit, what's this message? And look at this. Ace of Wands in reverse. They didn't want you to have this new beginning. New ideas, creation, birth of new ideas. They didn't want you to move any further. Why? That's one of the downloads I got this morning about the motivation behind why people do what they do, but I can't really get what the premise was, the baseline was that he showed me. What's this message? Oh, Spirit said, because you refuse to stay in the South Node, because you refuse to continue to live in negativity and those generational curses, right? Those behaviors, those learned behaviors, you refuse to do it. Because why? Because you have a light inside of you that said this ain't how it's supposed to be. And it's not how it's supposed to be. We were chosen to break those generational curses. That long lineage, from way back in our grandparents, great-grandparents, right? This behavior that was passed on, it was passed on and passed on with family, you know what I'm saying? Especially with family. Everybody grew up in an environment where abuse, trauma, incest, it was never spoken about, right? It was taboo to talk about it outside your home. Y'all remember, don't talk about nothing going in this house, right? And those people in the house were the ones that were doing it. And God, listen, I understand it's a learned behavior. I get it. I ain't making no excuse for nobody's abuse, right? Or how they were, or the abusers. But what we must understand, so that we can move past these situations, right? So that we can stop holding on to this pain, we got to understand that it came from their mama and their daddy. And then if you go back any further, it came from their mama and their daddy. And if you really go back, as far as I'm concerned, it was a slave mentality thing. We was abused like that as slaves. I don't know about no other culture. Please don't say that to me about it. I'm just trying to make a point of how it carries over to the next generations. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Spirit. 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Yeah, this could have been somebody that you moved away from. 2 of Cups is in reverse, right? It could have been a relationship that you had. It don't have to be no love relationship. It could be any relationship, friendship. Anybody that you was close to that you felt like was your person, your friend, your lover, your sister, your sibling, your parent. Take it how it resonates. You're getting a better perspective, okay? You're holding back. Oh, come on, Spirit. Whoever this is that's envious of you, they didn't want you to have no new beginning. They wanted somebody to hold back from you so that you would never have this loving relationship. And why? Because it's all about, it really is about love. It really is about that one emotion. This envious person didn't have love growing up. They didn't get the I loved you. They didn't get the hugs. They didn't get the nurturing. Right? They didn't get that shit from either parent. Let's just be honest, from either parent. And they grew up to be somebody that felt like the material world was the only way that was going to bring them that emotional fulfillment, right? But it never does. Anybody that knows that material shit never does. You can have all the money in the fucking world and be lost inside. That's why having God in your life is the most precious and valuable asset you can have in your life. He's in control of all of it. The money, the love, all of that. He's in control. He's in control, not you. And if you think that you were able to persuade somebody to move the way they move, it was all part of the plan. See, they got their own lessons to learn. You got your own lessons to learn. God will let you do what you got to do, and then he's going to turn around and show you what the fuck you did. And show you why it was not right. He going to make you understand. He going to make you understand. Clarity. Shit. I'm telling you. Spirit, what's this? Yeah. You're in this door to personal healing and happiness. You walk through the gate. Yeah, you ain't nothing you can do about what other people feel about you, because that's their destiny. Their destiny is to be exactly who the fuck they are. I don't know what they did in their past life, but if they volunteered to do this shit, everybody has a purpose in your life, I promise. Everybody's in your life to teach you one lesson or another, I promise. 4 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. Somebody was not ready. Somebody wanted to take away your protection. You see that, right? The 9 of Wands, that's the Wounded Warrior. Somebody wanted to take that from you. Somebody wanted to create illusions. See that card fell off? You weren't supposed to see. You weren't supposed to see what's been going on. You weren't supposed to see that. See, but that's where your gifts come in. We all have them. Once we clear that fog out of our heads, once we put them addictions down, once we put the sex addictions down, once we move ourselves away from those that are trying to keep us oppressed and blinded, we'll be able to see. And this is what you're seeing. You're seeing the part that people played in your life. Understanding with the thinking man in the door to personal healing and value, right? Understanding that was meant for it to happen just like that. They have a purpose too. We all have a purpose. We all have to go through the dark side, right? Before we get to the spiritual place, we was all in trauma. We was all in addictions. We was all in some bullshit. We all have to do it, and so do they. Hello? And so do they. Different timelines. Different timelines. It'll all come to you exactly when God wants it to. We have to go through the dark night of the soul in order to get here. So that means if they finna go through it, they gonna go through it. And if they choose to go ahead and let God do what he gotta do, they will be right here with us. When we was in the dark night of the soul, we was interacting and fucking around and hurting people and doing shicey shit. That was our purpose. That was our purpose, in order to go through what we had to go through, to stop doing that shit. They gotta do the same thing. Dig it? Dig it. Secret crush could be watching. I said cush. A secret crush could be watching you, admirer, attracted to you. Somebody could be reflecting over something that you said. There could be some deception in this spine as well. Yeah. Anything else in spirit? What's the message? I know that was a long rant, y'all, but I just wanted people to understand what's happening. Alright, don't take it personal, even though it is personal, right? We want to be angry when people do us, but when we look at where God has us, right? If he allows us to see what people are doing, and now we see it, we know what they're doing, we got to heal. We don't go in and retaliate. Absolutely fucking not. No, you made it out. You can see, smell, you wake up every fucking day. No, ain't no retaliation. Let God do that. They got to go through their own, boot camp. You got out. You made it through. You didn't, listen, you leveled up. Move the fuck on. Do not look back. They'll be okay. Just like you was okay. But you got to understand, when people do shit like this, they have their own journey, their own purpose that they're working through. It was meant for them to act like that and to do like that and treat you like that. I swear on everything. That's what Spirit's telling me. It was meant for them to do that, because when God get ready to put his hands out there on their asses, they going to have to reflect, and they going to have to learn from the shit that they did, just like you did. Come on now. How many bad relationships you kept getting into, kept getting your ass whooped, and wouldn't stop? Until you got your ass whooped that one good time, right? You stopped doing that shit, didn't you? Come on, Spirit. I'm just saying. Listen. And somebody's envious because your light is shining, right? But they're envious because they're refusing to do the work. But see, God gonna put their asses on their ass He gonna sit them down. Ding, ding, school's in. Lesson. Get them lessons. Spirit, what's this messing? Somebody messing. This mess is what it is. But it ain't no mess. It all makes sense in the end, you know. It seems chaotic. It seems, you know, like we can't stop it. We're not supposed to. And once you get out of it, you are supposed to go back and help somebody else get out of it. And I ain't saying you got to give nobody your money. You ain't got to be in face to face. All you got to do is tell your story, your testimony. Get up. Ain't no keeping it to yourself, because you'll never elevate. I promise you will not. There's somewhere in your community that you can take what you've experienced and what you've overcome, and you can help others. Do that. Let's keep this shit going. Let's raise the vibration of this planet, man. Let's keep doing this shit. And it don't matter who it is. Your kids, your parents, your best friend, your husband, your wife. It don't matter. Understand that. It don't matter. Spirit, what's this message? Okay. Two of Pentacles. Some of you could be trying to balance out your finances at this time. Or you could have like multiple irons in the fire, I heard. Multiple things going on in your life that generate income. Okay. Somebody could be confused, right? Oh, Spirit. Spirit says somebody's confused how you have multiple sources of income that you're balancing out when they tried to make you not have none, when they tried to hold something back from you, they tried to take something from you. How you still, where'd you get that from? You make it look easy, right? You make nothing look like something. But it is something. It is something. It's enough to sustain you, right? What's the saying? God said, let my grace be sufficient. You ain't hurting. You ain't sick. You ain't out and doing what you used to do, right? You don't have a whole lot, but you're stable. And that's what somebody don't understand. How are you still stable when they tried to take this new opportunity, this new beginning from you? Your finances, they wanted to block that. Your relationships, they wanted to block that. We hear this shit every day. But somebody really didn't want you to. They felt, thank you, Spirit. They felt like it was the outside shit that made you shine. So they tried to block all the outside things in your life. They didn't know that it came from within. They can't stop that. You can't stop that. And you should not be jealous of it. Go find it. Put the work and stop. Put down the envy and the jealousy and go within. Look at God. Stop looking over here. Ask God to show you how to get to where you need to be and what's your purpose, so you can get on to it. Because if you don't do what you're supposed to do here, honey, I promise you, it's not going to be good at the end. You're not going to be useful. You're going to be a dead branch thrown in the fire. You're no longer useful to the vine. Dead leaves, dead fruit comes off the vine and is thrown in the fire. What's your purpose? What are you doing here? Come on, Spirit. Somebody needs to know that. And if another person says something to me about fake Jesus, man, listen. I seen your message. I seen your little what you put on in my comments about believing in a fake ass Jesus. Who says that? You lost soul. You're lost. You're burning in hell. Your life is so messed up. I already know. That's why you don't believe, because your life is fucked up. And you don't believe there's a God, because why would God let your life be fucked up? Well, why would you act the way you acted? Why would you say anything to anybody? Period. Never mind what you said to me. But why would you say anything? See, that's the discernment. That's the Spirit of God. Keep your freaking mouth shut. What you got to say? God ain't sending nobody out here to attack nobody. He said, I got this. You do what I tell you to do. You keep doing what I tell you to do. God God ain't got you out here jumping on nobody's channel 2454, jumping on somebody's channel talking about God ain't tell you to do that. God said do what I told you to do in your life so that other people can see what you're doing. He didn't say go in to nobody's house and knock on their door and tell them, oh, I want you to shut up. I want you to stop talking about God. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Excuse my French. Y'all sound crazy as hell. And you're delusional. Some people just, the audacity, right? The audacity when you get up and you want to say something to somebody because you feel fucking uncomfortable. Because you're not happy and you want to say something to somebody because what you don't see it in your life, so they lying. We all lying. We ain't really happy over here. We ain't really at peace. They lying. They ain't no Jesus. They ain't no God. Why would the devil make me happy? Why would the devil bring me peace? You think about that shit. Why would the devil keep me healthy and happy and joyous and free? The devil won't do that. That's why I don't fuck with him. Y'all got it all messed up. He came here to kill, steal, and destroy. Now look around you and see who's fucking with who. Child, please. You better start opening up your eyes. You see the people out here struggling and caught up in addictions and all kind of shit going on in their life. And they drink every day. They out here giving their bodies away. They don't clean their house and shit. Hello? And they the first one to say, ain't no such thing as God. Child, please. Y'all better recognize. You better recognize. Rolling the dice, yeah. Dice in the mirror. Yeah, taking a chance, a risk, a leap of faith. Somebody took a risky, but it is what it is. Y'all, man, got to understand every choice we make, every single one. Man, I know it firsthand. When I fucked up, when I was getting high and lost my kids, you think I didn't pay for that shit every fucking day? Living in the streets, in the shelters, homeless, out on the street selling my body for drugs. Bitch, you think that wasn't what was it then? For the choices that I made, that's how I was living. Child, please. And when I called on the Lord to deliver me, he did just that because I was willing to surrender. I was willing to repent. To ask for forgiveness and stopping it. That's it. You stop doing it. Spirit, what's the message? Tell me, I don't know what it's like on the other side. I know what it's like, and I know exactly what people are going through. I promise. I may not have experienced it the way you experienced it, but I know that pain. I know that lost emptiness. I know that I ain't shit. I ain't no good for nothing, right? Look at what I did. How could I do that? Right? When the smoke starts to clear, right? Come on, Spirit. What's this message? Man, listen. You better get on board, because I promise you ain't taking nobody off of that ship. You ain't getting nobody off of Noah's Ark. You better try to get on that shit. Because you can't pull nobody out. You can't take nobody out of my Father's hand. Nobody. If he got a hand on you, can't nobody touch you. Period. And you got to believe it. What has he done for you in your life? Believe that shit. You know it wasn't your enemy. You know it wasn't the option. You know damn well it wasn't you. Come on here, Spirit. I am so sick of leave. Man, listen, the moon. Listen, they did not see. Man, listen, they didn't understand. You look like you by yourself, but you got a strong ass spirit guide with you. You hear me? You got God above your head, baby. He got you in his hand. You learned the lessons. You learned how to tame that beast. Right? The one that would get away and maul people and do things and hurt people. You put that sucker under control. They didn't see it. They didn't know. But see, that's what you're here for. You're here to teach them, right? You're here to teach them. You're here to let people know this is what's happening. Because a lot of people can't see it because they're right in the middle of it, right? But this is definitely gonna get some folks thinking. You better start thinking about it. It's truly all about you. It ain't about nobody else. Nobody else. Ain't nobody at fault. Everybody did what they were supposed to do in the way it was supposed to be done. Spirit, look at this. Addictions. Come on, man. Somebody may be at this point where they're trying to, Somebody could be trying to figure out how you put your addictions to rest. All right, because this is a student. This is somebody that watches people, right? That tries to learn. Yeah. You start out with something small and you build and you grow and you learn. Somebody wants to know how you got out of your addictions. I just told you. And if that went over your head, it's because you ain't ready to receive it. If that went over your head, then you ain't ready to receive it. How did you get out of it? Do you hear me? This is where you were put. You were left at. Oh, hold on now. The laser on money coming in from the cold. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Who's Spirit? Come on. Man, listen. Thank you, Jesus. They want to come in from the cold, Father. They want to surrender these addictions. Come on, Spirit. Yes, yes, yes. Do so. Do so. I promise if your intent is to put that shit down and you ask God to help you go get through this shit, He will do it for you. He will pull you out. But let me tell you something. Ain't nothing without work. Your work can't get God to do anything for you. But when God pulls you out, you got to go to fucking work. Yeah, you got to work to keep this blessing, this grace, and this mercy. And how do you do that? You heal yourself, you repent, and then you heal others. And He gonna show you how. Don't worry about the logistics. Don't worry about how He gonna do it, where He gonna do it, what time. Don't worry about it. Surrender. Don't worry about where you gotta go to get it done. Surrender. And everything that you need to do, He gonna show you. And don't start that, I don't want to do it like this, and then you ain't ready. You ain't ready. Spirit, what's the message? The minute you start talking about you don't want to fucking be uncomfortable, you ain't ready. You ain't ready. Listen, the moment you say, look at that, surrender in reverse. I don't want to do it that way. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. Now, listen, come on now. Ready or not. Ready or not, look at that, unhealed, refusing to surrender, and this is what's finna happen. I'm trying to give you a warning, but if you don't want to take it, this could be an ex-lover of yours. Take it how it resonates. All right, memories, the past, old flame, nostalgia. Yeah, it was unexpected. Somebody probably expected for you to be 3333. To be stuck in this energy for a long time. That's what they expected. They did. Listen, the truth is, faded. Look at that shit. Look, somebody felt like you was faded to be in this energy, to be in this negative energy, this lying, manipulative energy for the rest of your life. Somebody didn't think you was going to come through it, man. It's like I got a burp. Somebody didn't think you was going to come to it. Listen, the grass was greener on the other side. Listen, they didn't believe in you. They didn't believe that you was going to be any better. But see, here's the thing. You was down there with them. So maybe people thought you was lying when you started to walk away and go through this door to spirit and the personal healing and value. You know what I mean? They didn't believe that you was going to, come on, spirit. Listen. They thought you were just rolling the dice. You wasn't going to win. You wasn't going to get lucky. You wasn't gonna. You know what I'm saying? You was just rolling the dice. Taking a chance, a risk, a leap of faith. Which you did. But they didn't feel like you was going to win. They didn't think you was going to win. I'm telling you, they didn't think you was going to win. They did not. They didn't see it because They were not ready to see it. Fated meeting, I'm telling you, ex-love. Let me get one more spirit, then I'm going to get off this. I got to go get me some things to go around. You know, I want to make it feel like my own. Like, this is like, can I tell y'all? This is the first time, right, in my life that I own everything in my home. Before I got here, most of my shit was hand-me-downs. Something that my mom passed down to me, you know what I'm saying, that I held on to for years. This is the first time that each piece of furniture in my house is mine, that nobody gave to me. It took time to accumulate it, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't expensive. Child with Walmart, come on, man, listen. It don't have to be expensive. You just got to take care of what you have, right? But, yes, the first time I was sitting here and I was like, did nobody give me none of this, right? Piece by piece, I pulled it together, but thank you, Jesus, right? I've come a long way, man. God is so good. And all because even during the hard times, the dark times, right, I didn't give up. I couldn't. What am I going to go back to? Everybody in my life has stepped away, right? Because they didn't want to go to God. They didn't want to stop getting high. They didn't want to stop drinking and fucking and doing all that shit. Who wants to do that? That's not fun. Is it really fun? When you wake up the next day, you can't get up to go to work. You can't get up to take your kids to school. You know, you're drinking and drugging and shit's happening in the house. DCF is around. You're losing your job. That's fun. Right? Living in fucking misery. Being under somebody else's rule because you ain't got no money. Now you got to live on somebody's couch by their fucking rules. Right? Come on now. Spirit, what's going on here? Give me one more and then I can close this out. Anyway. Here it is. What was that? Page of Wands. Yes, go get that. This is yours. Where you want to go? This is for anybody. This is a new opportunity for you. I'm telling you, it ain't easy though. Listen, it ain't for the weak, I promise. And it ain't for those that think they're gonna, allow God to pull them and build them up and clean them up and shit. So just so you can go back, See, the master will not ever tell the student all he knows. God knows what you're gonna do before you do it. You know that, right? Y'all do know that, right? He knows because he already knows. He already knows. If I tell you that God planned it that way, I'm just saying. You better recognize, look, the world in reverse. But I'm going to turn it up. Spirit said this cycle's complete. Listen. Oh, come on now. You have the victory. You have admiration, for sharing your experience, strength, and hope, right? People see that, yeah, something's going on in your life. You're doing something right, right? People admire you for sharing your experience, strength, and hope as well. I'm telling you, you ain't got to be on a platform like this. You can do this in any fucking way in your community. Excuse my French, y'all. Strike that from the record. In your community, right? You can help your neighbor. You can volunteer for the schools. I don't know. Help the kids, watch the kids go to the bus. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's something you can be doing besides focusing on what you want. Just me. Because that never fucking gets you nowhere. Stop. Don't be greedy. Don't be selfish. Be there for other people. That way you can feel fulfilled. That's why you're so empty, because you ain't doing shit for nobody but yourself. I'm just saying. I'm going to get an oracle card because I feel like it. This is what I want to do. That's why. Come on, Spirit. Let's get them a message. What's the message here for my collective follower? Oh, and members, I know I haven't posted over there in, a few days, but, I don't know. We're going to have to work through that because my plate is getting full, right? Yeah. We'll see what happens. Give me a couple more days to get things situated so I know which way I'm going, because, I got to take care of me as well, right? And this is important to me. My home, my house is important to me. The physical one and the spiritual one. What we got here? Unconditional self-acceptance. Come on now. All the parts of you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Child, you better understand, we have to go through the ugly to get here. We have to go through the ugly to get here. You have to go through the ugly to get here. So when you judging somebody about being in their ugly, ooh, baby. Baby. We give you 5 minutes, baby, because your turn is coming. Everybody gets a turn. So be careful what you laugh at about somebody else's struggle, baby. I promise. Unconditional self-acceptance. Self-healing is guided by the wisdom of the medicine woman who lives in you. Just as the raven is connected to the material world and the underworld, so too is your surface wound tied to the deep internal realms of emotion. Right now, you are urged to kindle the warm, gentle ember of unconditional self-acceptance. And you're not a bad person. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because this is what I want you to understand. I know there's been some things done toward me, to me, around me, and I forgive you because you know why? Because I know the purpose now. Now I can look past who you are, as a person, and understand that God has a purpose in your life as well. Understand that? That's what I'm telling you. I'm not taking it personal no more because I know it was your assignment. All right? So that I love you. I do. Bring your monster to tea, baby. I know who you are, right? And I'm telling you, and I'm not even in fear because I know God ain't going to let you do nothing to hurt me because it ain't in the plan. Come on, Spirit. Right now you are urged to kindle the warm, gentle ember of unconditional self-acceptance. The raven's bright, dark power warns you to get up from the table when love is no longer being served. People show you who they are through their actions. Your job is to believe them the first time. Instead of looking outward, expecting people or circumstances to change so you can feel better. Come on now. Challenge your own thoughts and belief in loving care. That's where your power lies. In you. Come on, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Y'all have a wonderful day. Prosperous day. Right? All right. This is...